Hello, it is June 8th, 2020, and the garden has kind of exploded. It's been raining for a couple days now, so everything's been getting really perky in the garden, and there's been a lot of work done. So let's take a look. So here we got the garden. We got little Molly playing around in here. The kittens have been exploring, so they don't like the pine shavings very much in the garden beds, but I think that's the only thing keeping them out. So we have finished up quite a bit of beds here, and now everything's just kind of growing. So in bed one, I picked up some Amish paste tomatoes because, again, mine that I started are just looking just emaciated. So we got these two Amish paste tomatoes, and we got calendula here and here. A few days ago, I decided that I wanted to plant some honey nut squash. So we got two sprouts there. We got a sprout there, and the one that's planted there is not popping up quite yet, but honey nut squash is going there, and that'll climb the trellis. So those are seeds that were sent to me from a seed exchange. So that's really exciting to see, and they look like winter squash seeds. So hopefully they turn out to be what I think they are. We got some zinnias here. They're looking really good. The nasturtiums are all blooming like every day. Something's blooming every day. So it's really cool to watch. So this is bed one. The onions are doing really good. On this side, we got the okra in the corner here. It's growing. It's growing slow, but it's going. And we got this nasturtium that's not looking great, but that's okay. So in this bed, I planted some really tiny seedlings, and they're taken off. So these are, all three of these are sun golds, I believe. So we got 1, 2, 3 sun golds, and I will tie those to the stakes when they get big enough, and that'll kind of support them. The marigolds are kind of looking grim, but that's okay. We just come through and pluck them, deadheading them. But look at all those new little blooms on it. Looks awesome. So those are going to have some new blooms in the next couple days. Then we got this nasturtium. It's looking lovely. This fell apart in the rain that we had earlier, but it was very pretty. And that one's a really pretty pink. So these ones are blooming beautifully. Here is bed two. Bed two is the one with Paul Robesons. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4 Paul Robesons. And we got marigolds, some basil. The basil's looking good. It's turning dark. We got a red bell pepper here and a red bell pepper there. And they are looking good. These plants are huge already. So this is the Florida weave method. So I have a stake there, and I weave it around the plants. And then I wrap it around there. So I've done that kind of all the way down here. You'll be able to see it. And you go on that side, and then this side, and then that side. So it kind of goes back and forth, and the plant weaves in and out of it. So, so far it's been a good support. We'll see how it continues, and if it ends up being good, or if it ends up being a flop. I already got aphids, of course. So I'm just gonna squish those little guys. These are the best method for aphids, little pinchers. In this bed, we also got the onions. Those are looking really good. We got the row of radishes, which are exploding right now because of the rain. We got the Armenian cucumbers over here and there. And then we got the Marketmore, both there and there. Everything's looking super good. Okay, in here, it's bed 2.5. So we got nasturtium, Forel and Challis lettuce, some onion, and some more nasturtium. And then we got 2 different kinds of cherry tomatoes, and then those same cherry tomatoes on that side. So there's 2 different varieties. I don't remember which ones they are. One of them is Sunrise Bumblebee, and I can't remember whether the other one is, I don't know, but they're going to be all cherry tomatoes. And then I got some marigolds planted in here too. Everything in the sides, the calendula, they love the rain. Like, they're getting big. So those are looking super good. Here we got, these are the pink brandywines. They're growing pretty tall. I had to come in and trim some of them back, but like every single one of them forked. All of them. It's pretty amazing that all 4 of them forked. This one actually had another one that came out of the center too, so it had like forked 3 ways. Ridiculous. And then this one, like all 4 of them. It's insane. But they're already putting up flowers. They're looking really good. Just trying to keep the suckers trimmed off so they don't fork again. On that side we have the black cherry tomatoes. Those ones, you can see they got like a bunch of flowers on them. I come out and when I see flowers on them, and I just do this for a couple seconds. Tomatoes are self-pollinators, so we can go ahead and do that and they'll self-pollinate. We got some basil and some marigolds. Oh, this guy needs to be deadheaded big time. It's looking so sad. Nasturtium's doing great on this end. And I'll let this trail down the bed. It's a trailing nasturtium, so as it grows, it'll kind of go down the bed. In here, we got carrots and onions. Both are doing pretty good. These onions do seem a bit smaller than the rest, and it might just be because this bed is like super full, but that is okay. Everything's an experiment. We're seeing how it does. So this is bed 3. Okay, turning around. Dun, da, da, da. Finally, bed 4 has some action in it. So, bed 4, here's the layout. We got marigold, tomato, marigold, tomato, marigold, tomato, marigold, tomato. And then we got a zinnia at the end. And then the same thing across the other side. So lots of different tomatoes in here. These are all slicer tomatoes. I got some big rainbows. I got, I think, 1 or 2 Dr. Ritchies. I think I got 1 Cherokee Purple. My Cherokee Purple is not doing great, so it's kind of a hit or miss game with those ones. And then in the center here, they're already producing. This is insane. These are Jimmy Nardellos. My peppers are all taking a turn for the worst, so I decided to grab some Jimmy Nardellos, which I was going to buy seeds for anyways. They just didn't pan out. I didn't want to spend the money on extra peppers when I already had a bunch. So all of these pepper plants are already putting off peppers. Like, that's amazing. Like, that thing's huge. Yeah. So, Jimmy Nardellos. These are like a sweet Italian tomato, so they're really good for like frying up in stir fries and stuff. So yeah, everything in this bed, these were all so tiny when I planted them. Going in this bed did them really good. They were all like this size or smaller. And now they're getting bigger. They're getting there. But this bed gets the most sun. And it did really good last year. I just got to keep it from getting too much sun. So, but yay on this bed being planted out. Everything's good there. Here is the okra bed. So again, we got okra in all 4 corners and in the middle. And then we got lettuce and radishes. So these radishes, they still got a couple weeks left on them. They're not bulbing out yet. But the Forellenschluss, like, ooh, it's so pretty. And over there, I have a mix of Forellenschluss and May Queen, so it's not, all of it is not speckled. So that bed's looking good. In here, This is where I had the jalapeno and poblanos. I got some eggplant. There's also some eggplant in bed 4, but I got some eggplant and I decided we're going to give eggplant more of a shot this year. I planted 2 last year and they did terribly. They were attacked by flea beetles and just decimated. So this year we got some. This is an Italian breed of, or an Italian variety called, I think, Bella Rosa. It's like purple and white stripes. So these are also heirloom from the same farmer. Peppers are looking good. This one's putting off lots of little flowers. So we'll have some jalapenos and some poblanos. That's exciting. I still have to put in all the ground cherries. They're not big enough yet. That's okay. I might add more stuff to this bed, just depending on what kind of size those eggplant take up. So we will see. Nothing going on with these buckets. I'm going to hold on to them, and if we want to add more tomatoes, we can. If not, that's fine too. We can always plant them out with potatoes come June/July. That's the time to plant the second round of potatoes for fall here. So we're just going to kind of see how that goes. I at least got some soil to put in those. So, yeah. Over here, the strawberry bed. It's so perky right now because it rained. Everything's like standing up and nice. Not many strawberries right now, but lots of little flowers. Like, ooh. Oh, that's gonna be some good strawberries. Got some flowers over here. Oh, Nora's gonna be so happy. Lots of lettuce. Yeah, this lettuce is growing big. We'll probably be able to have a salad tomorrow or the next day with that. And turning around. So some of the wild strawberries I picked, and I was able to transplant them over on the side of the shelter over there. So you can see there's some of them over there. But yeah, otherwise the kittens really like to come and hide and play hide and seek in the wild strawberry patch, so that's been fun. It keeps them out of my garden bed, so you know, whatevs. I'll take it. Here we got the pea towers. We've already harvested like a ton off of here. Like, it's exciting. I can just come out here and have garden snacks. Yay, garden snacks. We'll let that one get a little fatter. But I send Nora out here sometimes and she'll just come back in with a handful of peas and divvy them up between the kids, and yeah. It's turning out pretty good. I think I'll plant this every year as like a trap crop for aphids and stuff. And whatever we get from it, we're happy. But it keeps pests here instead of allowing them to go elsewhere. So I'll take it. Okay, making my way around. Here is bed 5. So these sunflowers are as tall as me now, which is crazy trains. Oh, that's a nasty looking bug right there. Holy cow pies. The thing is interesting. But yeah, these things are about as tall as me, just about. In here we got eggplant, some onions, a little bit of zinnias. We got a row of radishes right here between the posts and some nasturtium. That one is so pretty. Oh, I love the nasturtium. Underneath these little tent things, so I have tents and I staked them down with like these little landscape staples to keep pests away. And it seems to be going well. We'll see. But under here I have a zucchini and I have radishes. I got 2 more tomato plants, so I got the Amish pastes over there from the farmer. I also got here, these ones are San Marzano, so it's another Roma variety. So I'll have San Marzanos here, and then I'll have 2 more of another variety once they're big enough to plant out, which should be hopefully in the next week or 2. So this is also the bed that has honeydews growing and some basil. You can see the little basils. Some honeydew plants, so looking good. The basil's growing fast. And our little midget melons are doing good over here. Then we got bed 6. Bed 6 is just taken over. Like, oh, these radishes look so good. Yeah, I'll be able to pluck some of these. Let's pluck this one. Oh, heck yeah. So these are French breakfast. I should probably have waited just a little bit longer, but I'm going to take that in and eat it. We got some early globe ones along here and over there. Right here we got zucchini. Well, both of these are yellow, yellow crookneck. And then we got some radishes in here. We got some zinnias in here. It's kind of a mishmash. We got zucchini, zucchini, zucchini. It seems like all the yellow ones are doing good and all the green ones are taking their time. So I don't know, we'll see. I got my midget melons on this side. I planted some more radishes over there because of the cantaloupe that we got going on. I see another ginormous radish right there. That's super cool. And then all of these radishes. They're growing so big so quickly. It's like I was out here yesterday and I was like, oh, you know, we'll give them a few more days, and now I just want to pluck them all. These are very, very cool. I just got some more French breakfast ones from an order that I had to place for some surround. I added some seeds to the order to make it free shipping. So we're going to plant more radishes. But yeah, cantaloupe's doing good. So that's radish, but here's cantaloupe, cantaloupe, cantaloupes. My zucchini's kind of taken over, but here's another cantaloupe under here. This one's getting big. In there. But yeah, these radishes are really getting big quick. So this is the garden as of right now. It's big. Everything's getting big. Everything's looking pretty. All the beds are filling out. Just kind of watching it grow and keeping everything pruned and pest free for now. So I'll give you another update in about a week.